Hi everyone, my name is Mallory and welcome to my YouTube channel, Graceful Pilates. Today's video is all about demoing a Pilates burpee, a standing Pilates burpee using the standing platform, standing on that standing platform. Today's video will go over the spring load variation, modifications and variations, as well as the different muscle groups that are activated, as well as form corrections to look out for. Please keep in mind, I am on Allegro 2 by Balance Body today, and I do have the standing platform attached already to my reformer. So to begin, for spring load for a Pilates burpee, it's anywhere from 0 springs to 1 heavy. You can go a little bit heavier, however, keep in mind there is a lot of planking involved and an optional saw or mountain climbers, stuff like that. So traditionally it's 0 springs for anyone focusing on balance and coordination, all the way to 1 heavy spring for anyone focused on more toning. So the muscles that are activated, this is considered a full body. It's more about cardiovascular function, so it's considered high impact. Keep that in mind. It's not like traditional Pilates where it's focused more on lower impact movements, so just keep that in mind. There are ways to modify it, which I will be showing you, to make it a lower impact movement. However, it does require a lot of coordination and movement. So it incorporates the deltoids, the pectorals, your abs, specifically the transverse abdominis and the obliques, as well as lower body, depending on the different exercises that you may add onto it, like squats and that forth. So that would involve your glutes and your hamstrings and your quads. Okay, so I have right now 1 medium, or since I'm on a balanced body, that's gonna be 1 blue. But again, anywhere from 0 springs to light all the way to 1 heavy would work for this workout. This workout starts standing position facing the shoulder blocks. So standing facing the shoulder blocks. So lots of different movements. It takes on the standing movement as well as planks, maybe incorporating squats, so on and so forth. But starting in the standing position, going into a plank, using your carriage here, maybe incorporating a shoulder plank saw or a mountain climber, something like that, or a crunch. Then going back to standing and then ending the movement with a squat, which is of course optional. So without further ado, again, I have the standing platform on my reformer. It's just a nice feature. I do have bigger feet, so it is nice to have a standing platform on the reformer since you are standing on it, just to feel more secure. Just really make sure that if you are using the standing platform, that it's properly hooked onto your machine. Some machines, I know they already do have a larger base built into them, so it's not necessary, but depending on your machine, if you're on Allegro 2, you may want to use a standing platform. So go into the standing platform by lowering this foot bar here. 1 foot at a time, maybe you grab that foot bar to help support you go up, 1 foot at a time onto that standing platform. Now from here, you are going to go into your first plank. So grabbing with the L shape, both sides of that shoulder block, knees are bent, going into your plank. In your plank, you really want to make sure that your shoulders are in alignment with your hips and you have a flat back staring straight at that headrest, just a little bit past that. Now the next movement after the plank can be either a mountain climber, so opposite knee to opposite elbow, or it can be a saw. So a plank saw like that, then bend those knees, return all the way in, nice and slow, and then an optional squat. Okay, now I'm going to show this movement a little bit faster. Again, grabbing L shape with those hands into a plank, correcting that form if you need to, using that mirror, maybe doing a mountain climber, maybe just holding a plank, maybe doing a plank saw, returning all the way back in, making sure that carriage is all the way back in before lifting on up, maybe incorporating a squat. Hands can be in front of you, interlaced by your sides into a nice squat. Once you are done with this movement, you will want to carefully, 1 foot at a time, onto the floor in front of you. So, a Pilates burpee, as you can tell, already only doing 3. Was that 2? I don't even know. I am a little winded here, but it is full body. It is a great way for cardiovascular function improvement. It's great to focus on different movements, specifically standing exercise, as well as plank variations. To have it lower impact, you may not use a squat at the end, or you may just hold the plank. Maybe you go down to your knees. Lots of different variations for a Pilates burpee. It is just a nice little burner. All right, this is my YouTube channel, Graceful Pilates. If you like this video, please go ahead and take a look at the rest of this series where I do Pilates demos, as well as I have other playlists for different levels of Pilates workouts. You have a great day. Thanks, bye.